All right, guys, welcome. I am continuing my series on do yoga wherever the hell you can. I've definitely been slacking. Um, and all for a good reason. It's time for me to rest and get back to myself after years of giving to others. So I've been spending a lot of time planting, and it's the springtime, so everything is starting to bloom and sprout. And um, I'm going through a huge transition again. Something that I think we all have these cycles in our lives, and um, you may be at a point right now where you're just kind of sitting and things are comfortable for you, or you may be having a big shift. For me, it's a big shift. And I always feel like I'm sort of ahead of the people that I work with. So it's like I spend energy working with people, and then I kind of retreat and regain energy. And it's sort of like this ebb and flow. And it's really quite beautiful. Um, and before, when I didn't know about all the spiritual side, I realized that I didn't give back to myself during these times. It was just still kind of like this go, 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 go. Anyways, what I wanted to say is that do what you can for yourself. Give back to yourself in a way that feels good and feels restful and feels like you're recharging your soul, recharging your spirit, recharging your physical body. And yoga is a great way for that for me because I do all kinds of crazy stuff with my body. I'm 47, so I want to live to be very old, and I don't want to be in pain in those years. So I tried my best to eat well, nourish my body, um, move my body every day. So I ride the bike several miles sometimes. I'm working on cars and like gardening, digging in the earth and moving the dirt around, and um, these are things that I enjoy, and they keep my brain happy. They keep my body happy. So whatever that is for you, I encourage you to do that. And then spring is also a good time for, um, planting seeds that you want to flourish throughout the year. So think about something that you've been wanting to either start or continue to grow with, and what you can do in that manner. This might be take a class, or spend time with somebody who is like a mentor, or try something different that might spark something in you. So anyways, enough of me ranting. We're actually going to start in standing. So all the way, bring your arms up above the head, reach up as high as you can, push your hips forward. So we're creating that arch in the back. And then we'll come forward all the way, hinging at the hips, forward fold. And so we're going to do this a few times. So take a breath here, then lift up, push the hips forward. And I want you to do this in your own time. So whatever your breath flow is like, just do it that way. Just tapping into the breath and warming up the hips and the spine. Next time you're all the way down, we're going to hang out here in forward fold. I want you to just grab onto the ground and shift your hips side to side. We're going to grab the elbows, bend the knees a little bit, and sort of swing forward and back. Drop the hands, walk it out into down dog. We're going to take about 5 breaths here. So make sure your fingers are out, away from your hands. You're letting your head come down in between your shoulders and fall away from your body, pressing the heels back. Big breaths here. We have a great soundtrack today. All the birds are chirping. Dropping the knees down, extended child's pose. So hands are out in front of us, forehead on the mat. Pushing your heels towards your butt. As you breathe out, you're trying to relax the tailbone. So sort of tuck it down, and that stretches the low back. Now we're going to bring it up forward into an upward dog. So you're using your wrist strength, your shoulders. Relax your glutes and your hips. Just look forward. You don't have to look up. Just holding your arms strong. Shift it back. So now we're going to be on our knees. We're going to turn the hands backwards, fingers pointing towards us. This is a wrist stretch, so you can sort of like knead like a cat would do. Just alternating, pushing the palms down towards the ground. Or you can just hold it, whatever feels better for you. Turn the wrists back to normal position, and then you're going to flip the palms to where your tops of your hands are on the ground, and then just sort of get a top stretch of the wrists. Coming back into tabletop, we're going to start just moving the body forward and back. So plant your hands down. Just moving the hips forward and back, and you can move the spine any way you feel like is adding sort of a flowy movement. So this could be sort of creating this wave from the head to the tail. Don't forget to involve the neck. You can even sort of wave side to side too. Whichever directions feel good on your body. Drop the chest all the way down. Keep the butt up. The forehead, or sorry, the side of the face will go towards the right. So just resting your cheek down. Let your chest fall all the way into the ground. This is melting heart. Change the direction of your head. Take a breath. Come on back up to your knees. You're going to take your right leg forward. Hands will come down. We're going to twist with the left hand to the inside of the foot. Twist that right hand up towards the sky. Let your eyes follow your hand. And back towards the middle. You're going to have that same position. So it's like a 90-degree in your knee. And then you'll lift up. Push your hips forward a little bit. So leaning forward. Come all the way back down. Now that right foot's going to come out in front of you where you're on your heel. Bring your nose to your knee. Then you just take that foot back out behind you, and we're going to lift it up as high as we can. Just holding. Bring it all the way in and up. So we're going to take pigeon on the right side. So we're going to stay up first. So we're going to lift up. So there's an option here if you want to lift the left leg up and grab it from mermaid pose. This is just an option. You can just lift the front of your body up if you want. This is a quad stretch though. Let's change to the other side. Now we're going to bring the left leg forward. First thing we do is take the right hand down, twist to the left, look up behind you. So a lot of my movements today are going to be focused on the hips. So if you have hip issues, this is a really good session You'll feel loosey-goosey when we finish. If you experience any kind of pain, just omit the movement or bring yourself into not so deep of a stretch. All right, so back up onto that knee, hands come up, and then we're pushing forward, stretching the psoas on the front of the right leg. So you're arching your back some. Then you come forward, straighten the leg, bring the foot up, nose to knee. Left leg comes back. And then we're just lifting it up as high as we can. Point the toe, if that feels better. Holding and breathing. Leg comes forward, so left leg pigeon. Take mermaid if you want, because we're going to stay lifted up. And then just sort of roll back onto your hips, your left hip. We're going to take Malasana or frog pose. So just lifting yourself up onto your toes. Try to flatten your feet as much as you can. Actually, you know what? Let's do a little twist here. This one always feels good on the inside of my leg. So what you're going to do is hold yourself on the ground and turn the knee and the ankle out on each side. Just for a few rounds. And then we can go into that Malasana. So what you're trying to do here is drop your bottom as far as it'll go to the ground. Elbows on the inside of the legs. Roll yourself forward. We're going to come all the way up into a wide-legged forward fold. So your feet may be at the edges of the mat or just outside. Release your shoulders, your head, your neck. Try to keep the knees straight. Come all the way back up. So we're going to stand on the left foot, balancing. So let's go into tree. So you place your foot on the ground here, on your calf, or higher if you can. The inside of the leg. Pull your core up nice and straight, spine is tall. You can even use your feet sort of like paws to grip the ground. Your toes sort of pulling in. You want to avoid putting the foot on the knee. Change sides, so right foot, same thing. Dropping that foot. Now we're just going to take our hips and hinge out halfway. So we call this halfway down. So you're going to go halfway and you put your hands wherever you can and straighten the spine. So head all the way to tailbone is straight. Pull the belly button in. Drop your left hand to your right foot, and then we're going to take right arm up. Look up at that hand. Hello, kitty. Change sides. And we're going to come back up. So now bring your feet together, knees together, and we're going to do chair pose. So you're going to squat like you're sitting in a chair and just hold. When you come up, keep your hands together in prayer up over your head. Lift yourself up nice and tall. And we're going to go all the way back down into a forward fold. And all the way back up. Hands above the head. Push the hips forward. Stop, kitty. Stop. And then forward fold again. Shake the head loose away from the shoulders. Walk yourself out into a down dog. This time we're going to take the right leg up. Bend the knee and then open up that hip. Bring the leg down, sweep it up again into a pigeon. This time we're going to go all the way as far down as we can. Keep breathing. Breathe and release. That's the main focus for trying to release muscles, like to let go of tension. Then we roll out, go back into down dog. This time the left leg comes up. Bend the knee, open the hip. Let that foot fall back. Then you scoop that leg up. Pigeon on the left side all the way down. Breathe and release. Just roll out of that and bring both feet forward. Soles of the feet together. Knees are out. Palms are on the inside of the knees. So even if your knees are up high, we're going to use our hands as we move forward to sort of push the legs down as we bring our head forward. Come back up. Left leg comes forward, right leg goes over the left leg above the knee. Straighten the spine, so we'll take a breath in. And then as we exhale, we're going to reach towards the left foot. Come up, and then you're just taking that right foot over the left. We're going to twist to the right, looking behind. Now, before you release all the way back, we're going to take that left arm up and sort of twist to the back with it as well. And we'll switch sides. So come back forward. Left foot comes over the right leg, above the knee. Breathing in as we lift the chest and head. Exhale, go down towards that foot. Lift up, and that foot just drops over. Twist to the left. Release a little bit of that tension, and then we're going to take that right arm and reach back behind us. Back to the middle. Now we're going to take it to the ground. All the way to your back. Bring the knees up. Squeeze them into the chest. Left leg comes down, right leg comes across. Keep your back flat. Breathing into the hips. Roll back forward, but keep the knee up, and then you're just going to roll that knee around. Both directions. Right leg comes down, left leg now comes across with the knee bent, shoulders are flat. Looking up towards the sky or the ceiling. Go back to the middle, and that knee just circles around. Make sure you do the opposite direction. Drop both feet down with the knees up, and then we just sort of rock side to side. So I'm going to finish up this practice. Hopefully your hips feel much looser. Maybe you got rid of some pain. So you can stop here and go do your own meditation, or you can hang out with me. I'm not going to be talking. I'm just going to let you hear the ambiance of what's happening around me. There's a lot of nature, birds and squirrels and all the beautiful sounds of spring. So I'm just going to breathe for about 5 minutes. And I encourage you just to maybe even use this as an introduction to your own meditation. Just take the legs out nice and long, relax the arms down. I'm going to take an inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. And just continue to do that for a few times. You start to relax your body, zoning out all the sounds around you. I'm going to end this part of the video. I hope you all have a beautiful day and you enjoyed the practice. Until next time, be love and namaste.